hindi na siya out of school youth o hindi na siya parang nasa laylayan, nandun na kami as one of the main ways to educate your children. Hello, I'm Dr. Donna Pangilinan Simpao, and I am the former president of Homeschool Association of the Philippine Island. I used to homeschool my children. I homeschooled them for 17 long years. However, I am a medical doctor, licensed here in the Philippines, and I practice right now lifestyle medicine, preventive medicine, as well as integrative nutrition. Matagal na po ang homeschooling sa Pilipinas, lalong mas matagal ito sa United States, no? As in hundreds and hundreds of years na silang nag-homeschool. And marami sa atin ang parang naengganyo tayo mag-homeschool nung dinala dito ng maraming missionaries, maraming mga bumisita sa ating bansa nung many years ago. So doon po na-introduce sa ilang mga pamilya ang homeschooling. At dahil nagustuhan nilang nakita nila doon sa mga nandito, trinay nila hanggat lumaki ng lumaki ang movement ng homeschooling. Bago nung pandemic, madami na talaga ang nag-homeschool. Dahil naengganyo maraming mga pamilya doon sa individualized learning, personalized learning, at doon sa, I guess, quality of education na naibibigay ng pamilya doon sa kanilang mga anak. In terms of kilala nila yung mga anak nila, mas maraming oras para sa maraming iba pang bagay, hindi lang puro academics, at merong tinatawag na go at your child's pace. So dahil hindi siya part of 45 students, hindi na mamadali o hindi binibilisan yung dahil kailangan kailangan masabayan niya lahat. So maraming naengganyo mag-homeschooling bago pa man nag-pandemic dito sa Pilipinas. Yung core ng homeschool experience is being parang overseen or being conducted by a parent. Either one or both parents or a guardian. Siya mismo ang siyang nagde-decide kung paano aarangkada ang pag-aaral sa bahay. And then, maari siyang masuportahan ng isang institution na tinatawag nating homeschool provider. Ito yung may tuition ka doon, may book silang ibibigay sa'yo, at may supervision and monitoring na iba't ibang level. Pwedeng training, binibigyan ka ng training paano maging isang guro. Of course, nandyan yung mga DepEd documentation, transcript of records, nandyan din yung mga exposure to other children, yung socialization activities. So yun yung one of the benefits of having a provider. But our government also allows independent homeschooling, kung saan hindi ka magpa-partner sa isang institution, you're on your own. But if you want to enter into the DepEd system, they give you exams. Para bang tinatawag na placement or leveling exams para makapasok ka dun sa level na gusto mong pumasok if you already decided na you want to enter into a school system na. Para sa mga baguhang homeschoolers, ang suggestion namin is to tie up with a provider. Ang mga homeschool providers naman, tulad din yan ng private schools. Meron ding mga very affordable and tuition, meron din mga schemes, mas madali. Meron din yung sobrang, mataas dahil sobra namang support at mga sobrang ganda din ng mga materials. So, yung homeschool provider ang magiging partner mo in terms of the curriculum, the materials, the scheduling. If you decide na yung schedule ng provider is too difficult, you can also ask help if you can adjust it. Because the real heart of homeschooling is it is a lifestyle of the family. Kailangan siya umakma dun sa season ng pamilya, dun sa pangangailangan ng mga bata, dun sa sitwasyon ng magulang. Kasi may mga iba nag-homeschool, work from home. So they only start homeschooling after work, which is may iba 5 to 8 p.m., 5 to 9 p.m. May iba naman, may mga yung baligtad yung oras, nagtatrabaho yung magulang sa gabi because of certain, call centers. And they have a window from 3 to 6 p.m. Ganun, dun sila nag-homeschool. Meron tayong mga independent homeschoolers of the Philippines din na grupo. May mga indie homeschoolers PH, marami na rin. And I know several who have done it, in our group. And they've set up groups also to support the independent homeschooler. Just today, may post sa group namin, ano po ba ang indie homeschooling? You are on your own, hindi ka naka-enroll sa isang grupo, walang nag-oversee sa'yo. It is allowed for now, and we've seen those who want to enter into the DepEd system take a leveling exam, which is called the PEPT test ng ating DepEd, para ma-validate yung times or yung season na nag-independent homeschooling sila. At kung na-reach nila at napasa nila yung level na dapat naabot nila, then they are eligible to go to the next level. Yun ang laging hard question. Who says you are not qualified or you are qualified? And then at the same time, dahil sinasabay mo ang parenting, what if hindi ka good parent or hindi maganda yung modeling mo? That's why meron tayong provide. That's why mas nakikita yung positivity sa provider na may accountability. Kasi syempre, they interview your children, merong co-ops, may meetings, may accountability, which is, I think, is the reason why sa ibang bansa, bawal mag-homeschool. May mga countries that do not allow it. Germany, for instance, is one. And there was some issue last summer about France, really saying no. Because they see this as yun nga, na pwedeng maging opportunity for neglect. May value naman yung ganong klaseng pananaw na kailangan magkaroon ng, a little bit of reservation na hindi para sa lahat ang homeschooling. So I think kapag ka nag-provider ka, may interview, may assessment, and I think even providers will tell you if they see that there are certain signs na baka homeschooling is not for you. Ideally, one of the parents should have full-time commitment. Ideally, di ba? So, para bang indicator for success would be ideally if one parent works and one parent stays at home. But we've seen hybrids, we've seen how, because nga the work from home came in, we've seen employers and employees, kumbaga kung you have your own business, you're able to adjust and work around it. You have flexi hours. If you're working part-time, meron naman full-time yung parents, pero meron silang maayos or reliable guardian. Homeschooling is not for everybody. So definitely that's true. It is not for everybody. And there are certain qualifications, not just in terms of academic, but also of character and creative skills in teaching. Now, certain providers require college graduates as homeschool teachers or parent teachers. Some have allowed kahit second year college, or you have a basic, kumbaga, foundation to teach. So dun, I think, papasok yung medyo criticism on homeschooling. Because nga, other educators, yung mga nasa academe, would really look into that and say, how do we assess kung qualified yung parents? And when they say qualification, hindi lang let passer ka o college grad ka, but also yung mo. Baka naman yung pala may temperament issue ka, high temper. O yung pala talagang ayaw mo naman magturo. So lalabas yun sa quality ng education no? Galing talaga yan. Siyempre, kung sino man yung laging vocal sa homeschooling, nakikita natin sa social media, nagkataon, siyempre yung mga celebrities, may kaya, yung mga artista, and so nagkaroon ng paniniwala na pangmayaman lang yan. Kung man yung nagsasalita about homeschooling, Inglesera, ganyan. So, but I've been around for more than 2 decades na in the homeschool community, and I've seen a lot. Meron talaga yung sobrang yaman, meron din yung talagang, from public school, kinuha yung mga anak, sariling sikap, and they're thriving, they're doing very well. So, diskarte ba? May ganyan So, yun ang tinatry nating i-debunk. na hindi siya pang mayaman. Although maraming mukhang mayaman o mayaman na nasa social media na nagpropromote ng homeschooling, marami rin po na mga simple, yung mga pinull out from public school ng mga anak para i-homeschool. Pag homeschooling ka, and the tuition fee for providers are nowhere, not even half or less than a third of the tuition of regular schools. So makakatipid ka sa tuition, makakatipid ka sa outsourcing ng materials kung maghahanap ka ng sarili, i-allow ng provider, and makakatipid ka dun sa uniform at dun sa mga rami pang mga gastusin, yung travel every day. It's been around and strong and growing in the Philippines for almost 40 years, no? And you can see the mga indicators. Ang indicators that I've seen that it's here to stay is our publishers, our suppliers from school materials are all looking into homeschoolers and also partnering with us, reaching out to us. Nakikita mo yan, mga big brands identifying us as a force because we are growing. And you can see schools are now opening up to homeschool graduates na hindi na dati very closed. You can see universities accepting homeschooled students. You can see universities having tie-ups with homeschool organizations. Kasi nga, we are a force to reckon with. Lumalakas pa. Siyempre, maraming issues yan, no? Ano ba yung definition mo ng learning as well, di ba? So, what if you're just saying na it's all based on passing an exam, no? Ganyan, no? But how do you define learning, di ba? So, studies have shown here and abroad that homeschoolers are at par or even have the advantage on many aspects, whether it be academic or even extracurricular skills. It comes from that belief na you learn socialization through children of the same age at if it's in a group setup. Studies have shown that in the early years and in the formative years, you learn socialization with engaging with your parents and your family members and modeling, nakikita nila. So, we even have a study by Roxy Villa of UP College of Education, wherein she has been able to prove that grade 2 primary kid students na homeschooled have social skills. And she presented that as a thesis in her master's in education. And she's able to prove that Filipino children who are homeschooled primary years, which is about 8 years old and below, have social skills, even if they've never tasted any classroom setup. And in the US, mas lalo na, mas marami pang studies in the higher years. So, alisin natin yun. We don't learn social skills only in same age classroom setup. We learn it at home. Before, many years back, like I said, some colleges and universities were totally closed to homeschooled students. So, you could not, apply. Pero they opened up na for as long as you pass their exam. Some naman require DepEd accredited transcripts, which if you are in a DepEd accredited homeschool provider, mabibigay naman. There are also universities that allow you to go for a US-based curriculum or US-based accreditation. So meron ding ganon. So when you go to high school, pwede kang mag-DepEd accredited homeschool provider, pwede kang mag-independent homeschooler hanggang grade 10, at pwede kang mag-US-based accreditation because there are certain colleges here that accept that. So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya totally closed. You have to know kung saan mo gustong pumasok and look at their requirements. And some universities that were closed before to homeschoolers are now open. Yes, and that's why HAPI is here. Homeschool Association of the Philippine Islands would like to be able to draft and pass through our Congress the first Philippine homeschool law. Because we only have DepEd orders, and of course, the Republic Act that governs the family codes, the civil code na every parent has the right to train and to raise their children. And syempre, that word raise can include educate the children. Pero hanggang dun pa lang. It can be overwhelming na akuin ang edukasyon ng anak niyo, but look at me, nagawa ko for 4 kids in 17 years, at I am just one of the 30,000 or more who have been able to do it or are still doing it. So huwag kayong matakot dahil may suporta available, and it is really one of the strongest, formidable, and really fulfilling passions or fulfilling form of education that you can do.